Good morning, students. Today I am going to start the next topic named ideal gas equation or the combined gas law. Why it is called as combined gas law? Because this derivation or this equation was derived by a combination of Boyle's law, Charles law, or the Avogadro's law. So, as we know, according to Boyle's law, it will show the relationship between effect of pressure and volume when temperature remains constant. Clear? Pressure versus volume when temperature remains constant. It was explained by Boyle's law. Secondly, Charles law was helpful in giving a relationship between temperature and volume by keeping the pressure as a constant term. So, the gas equation or the equation which simultaneously affect the pressure, temperature on the volume of gas. Simultaneous effect of pressure and temperature on the volume of a gas was explained with the help of equation named as ideal gas equation, also called as equation of state for an ideal gas. Clear? So, the derivation can be derived from these two laws, Boyle's law and Charles law. Suppose we have a particular gas which shows change in volume, a gas showing change in volume from V1 to V2. With respect to pressure, the change takes place from pressure P1 to pressure P2, and the change in temperature takes place from temperature T1 to temperature T2. So this conversion of or this change in volume from initial to final pressure and temperature, it can be explained with the help of this flow chart. This indicate pressure, volume and temperature of the first gas, which will changes into final state, that is pressure P2, volume V2 and temperature T2. So this first step, this is the direct way of conversion of first state into the second state. But here we will do it by indirect way. In the indirect way, the process or the equation can be takes place in following step. Suppose this is the step first, in which pressure P1 changes to pressure P2 and volume V1 changes to volume V and temperature T1 as it is. Now this state again changes into this P2, V2 and T2 by following the step number 2, in which pressure remains the same, volume changes from V to V2 and temperature changes from T1 to T2. So according to Boyle's law, now we are going to derive this equation step by step. So the first step, according to Boyle's law, what does this law state? This law states that when pressure and volume changes with respect to P1 and V1. क्लियर है? हमने इसमें एक्सप्लेन किया था प्रेशर इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू वॉल्यूम और P इज इक्वल टू K इंटू 1/V और P इंटू V इज इक्वल टू K. हमारे पास अगर टू गैसेज हैं तो उसके लिए प्रेशर 2 आएंगे, P1 एंड P2. सेकेंड के लिए आ जाएगा P2 एंड V2. सो विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस इक्वेशन वी हैव टेकन दिस स्टेप. नाउ प्रेशर चेंजेस टू वॉल्यूम V2. जब भी प्रेशर अप्लाई करेंगे जो वॉल्यूम होगा गैस का दैट विल चेंजेस फ्रॉम V1 टू V. तो यहाँ पर जो चेंज आएगा वो हमारे पास वॉल्यूम के अंदर है, क्योंकि जैसे हम गैस को प्रेशर अप्लाई करेंगे वॉल्यूम क्या हो जाएगा, डिक्रीज फ्रॉम V1 टू V. देयरफॉर दिस इक्वेशन वाज डिराइव्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू Boyle's law. We can calculate the value of volume from here. Now V is equal to P1 V1 divided by P2. Suppose this is the first equation. In the step second, volume changes from V1 to V2, temperature T1 to T2, and in this case pressure remains constant. As in the first case temperature remains constant, in the second case pressure remains constant, because now we are doing the equation according to Charles law. In the first step we have taken temperature T1 as T1, means temperature remains constant, so this point is according to Boyle's law when temperature remains constant. Now volume changes from V to V2, temperature from T1 to T2, whereas the pressure remains constant. तो हमारे पास इक्वेशन क्या आएगी? Now according to Charles law, V1 डिवाइड बाई T1 इज इक्वल टू V2 डिवाइड बाई T2. ये हम डिस्कस कर चुके हैं पहले. Now V divided by T1 is equal to V2 divided by T2. From this equation we can calculate the value of V2 by cross multiplying. V2 now becomes equal to V multiply T2 divided by T1. Clear? This is the second equation. Now substitute the value of V from equation first in this equation. यहाँ पर हम V की वैल्यू पुट करेंगे तो हमारे पास V2 की वैल्यू क्या आएगी. नाउ V2 becomes equal to, now put this value of V from this equation, P1 V1 multiply T2 divided by P2 into T1. So equation becomes now P1 V1 divided by T1 is equal to P2 V2 divided by T2. This is the third equation. Clear? Now this equation is also called as combined gas law. If we have the values of any fifth variable, any 5 variable, we can calculate the value of unknown 6 variable. Clear? Or this equation can be further modified as, now the ratio of PV divided by T. सपोज हमारे पास दो गैसेस नहीं है, सिंपल क्या है PVT, यहाँ पर भी हमने PVT, ये फर्स्ट गैस के लिए सेकंड गैस के लिए. अगर ये हम कंसीडर ना करें, सिंपल PV by T लिखें तो किसके इक्वल आएगा, इट बिकम्स इक्वल टू कॉन्स्टेंट कॉल्ड एज K. नाउ रेशियो ऑफ PV डिवाइडेड बाई T बिकम्स कॉन्स्टेंट एंड इज इक्वल टू K. नाउ अकॉर्डिंग टू द Avogadro's law, this K is directly depend on the number of moles of the gas taken. So the amount of this constant K, which is also called as Boyle's constant, Charles constant, or the combined gas law constant, now depend on number of moles of the gas taken. Removing this sign of proportionality, we have comes another constant called as gas constant, that is called as R. This R is called as gas constant and the value of this R is taken to be 8.314 joules per Kelvin per mole. This is the SI unit of gas constant. At normal temperature pressure, the value of this R can be written as 0.0821 liter atmosphere degree inverse mole inverse. We can use any of the two values. If conditions are not given, then we will prefer to use the SI unit of gas constant. Now substituting this value in equation third, we obtain PV divided by T is equal to, हम यहाँ पर वैल्यू K की इक्वल थी, अब हम यहाँ से K की वैल्यू पुट करेंगे, PV is equal to NR. Now keeping this R on the right side, equation becomes equal to PV is equal to nRT. This is called as ideal gas equation. Clear? With the help of this equation, we can calculate any unknown variable if other variables are given to us. Now alternatively, this equation can be also derived as, according to Boyle's law, pressure is inversely proportional to volume, or volume is inversely proportional to pressure at constant temperature. Second, according to Charles' law, this state that volume is proportional to temperature when the pressure remains constant. Now third is the Avogadro's law. This law states that volume of given mass of a gas is proportional to number of moles, keeping the constant conditions of temperature and pressure. Suppose this is equation number first, this is second, and this is third. Combining these three values or three equations, the overall equation is obtained is written as V is proportional to 1 by P multiply by T multiply by N. By removing this sign of constant proportionality constant, हमारे पास वैल्यू आ जाएगी R. Now V is equal to R T N divided by P. Keeping this P on the left side, now PV becomes equal to nRT. This is the second form of ideal gas equation. If number of moles of a gas equal to 1, in that case PV become equal to R. तो उस केस में हमारे पास जो गैस है वो कैसे आ जाएगी, आइडियल गैस. Such type of gases have to be ideal gas when number of moles of the gas taken are equal to 1. Clear? With the help of these two equations, first is PV is equal to RT and second is P1 V1 divided by T1 is equal to P2 V2 divided by T2. By using these two equations, we can calculate the numerical problem based on ideal gas equation. By keeping the main point in mind that the value of R gas constant is taken to be 8.314 joules per Kelvin per mole in SI unit. and if conditions are given of normal temperature pressure, in that case the value of gas constant taken to be 0.0821 liter atmosphere per degree per mole. If the other units are given, then you can put that values or the given value in the particular numerical. If values are not given, prefer to use the SI unit. Now do numerical problem based on ideal gas equation and submit your homework to me immediately within 2 or 3 days. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट आता है इसके अंदर रिलेशनशिप ऑफ दिस आइडियल गैस इक्वेशन डेंसिटी. हाउ द आइडियल गैस इक्वेशन is related with density or the molar mass of a gas. Now PV is equal to nRT. This n indicate number of moles, therefore this n can be written as ratio of given mass divided by molar mass. Now PV is equal to m divided by m into RT. इस m को एक राइट साइड लेफ्ट साइड लेके जाएंगे और इस v को इस तरफ लेके आएंगे. ठीक है, इसको भी रहने दो, सिर्फ वॉल्यूम को इस तरफ लाएंगे. नाउ P बिकम्स इक्वल टू m बाई वी इंटू RT डिवाइड बाई m. रेशियो ऑफ मास बाय वॉल्यूम इज कॉल्ड एज डेंसिटी. Therefore this m by v is replaced by factor named as d, means density. Now P is equal to d into RT divided by m. With the help of this equation we can calculate the density. Okay, or d is equal to Pm divided by RT. By using any of these two equations we can calculate the density if it is unknown to us, or we can calculate the mass also. m is equal to dRT divided by P. अगर मास निकालना तो मास के लिए इक्वेशन ये आ जाएगी, डेंसिटी के लिए आ जाएगी और प्रेशर के लिए ये आ जाएगी. क्लियर है? इन दिस वे वी कैन कैलकुलेट द न्यूमेरिकल प्रॉब्लम बेस्ड ऑन आइडियल गैस इक्वेशन.